I did it. I finally watched Deadpool and Wolverine. My observations: Wolverine and Deadpool kind of have the same powers: strength, agility, and an impressive ability to heal and regenerate, giving them both a level of immortality. When you think about this, you'd have to imagine their suits have to be specially designed, right? Suits made of an indestructible, resilient material. This may sound fictional, but perhaps such an indestructible material isn't as fictional as you would imagine. Because in 1940s, during the World War II, Dupont had the exact same idea. Hello there. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Todun, founder of Red City, a design engineering and construction company. We like to make videos that educate about people, history, places, and ideas that build the future. Before you continue this video, consider subscribing to our channel. We have a $50 giveaway for 5 lucky people when we reach 1,000 subscribers. So help us reach that goal, because we have a couple of really fun events and giveaways planned after we get to 1,000 subscribers. So don't forget to turn on notifications and stay updated. Participating in this giveaway is really easy. All you have to do is check out the pinned comment under every video and respond to the quiz or the trivia below. At the end, when we reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll pick 5 people from the correct answers to include in our giveaway pool. Now back to our story. You see, Dupont is a chemical manufacturer owned by the Dupont family, a prominent American family that descended from Pierre Samuel Dumont de Nemours, that had been one of the richest families in the United States since the mid-19th century, because it had founded its fortune in the gunpowder industry. Dupont had introduced nylon shortly before the war, and that business boomed and blossomed into several textile applications. Now, during the World War II, Dupont was trying to find a petroleum-based polymer fiber that would be lighter and harder wearing than steel. At the same time, the protracted Second World War emphasized the need for lightweight, wearable armor to protect personnel and equipment. As the war raged overseas, soldiers engaged in battle had to do without body armor because there was no material strong enough to stop a rifle bullet but light enough to wear in battle. Steel was the only armor material available, and its weight limited its use in armored vehicles. Even then, the steel could be pierced by specialized armor-piercing ammunition, and they were eventually able to accomplish this goal in an unexpected way with the help of a very unique inventor named Stephanie Kwolek in 1965. You see, the firm had many vacancies, given that so many men were fighting overseas in the World War II. So in 1946, Stephanie Kwolek, a woman, applied for a position as a chemist with the Dupont company. Stephanie Kwolek was a chemist born on July 31st, 1923, to Polish immigrant parents in the Pittsburgh suburb of New Kensington, Pennsylvania. In grade school, Stephanie was different from her classmates. She was an excellent reader with an exceptional memory. She would commit pages and pages of information to memory, and she was also very good at math. The grade school she attended was small enough to require her classroom to be shared by 2 different grades, which worked to her advantage, despite some bullying from older kids who were annoyed when she knew answers that they in fact did not. As Kwolek's love of science grew, she quickly outpaced even the older children across the room. Her mother, Nellie Kwolek, worked as a seamstress, and often Stephanie worked alongside her mother. But it was her father, John Kwolek, who worked as a naturalist, that ignited the love of science in her. They would spend afternoons together exploring the woods nearby, collecting plants and observing animals that they would later name and characterize in the scrapbook Kwolek carried as a child. In 1933, when her father died, Stephanie was just 10 years old. And seeing as she was too much of a perfectionist to work in fashion like her mother pushed her to study medicine, and Kwolek decided to become a doctor. In 1942, Stephanie attended Margaret Morrison Carnegie College, where she graduated in 1946 with a degree in chemistry. and hoped that she could earn enough money from a temporary job in a chemistry-related field so she could go ahead to attend medical school. William Hale Church, a man who later became her mentor, offered Kwolek a position at Dupont's Buffalo, New York facility in 1946. During her interview with Dupont, Dr. Church had said the company would reach out to her in about 2 weeks to tell her if she was able to secure the job. Kwolek asked if they could possibly respond sooner because she had to notify another company if she would accept their offer. Church then called in his receptionist to dictate Kwolek's offer letter right in front of her. At Dupont, Kwolek specialized in developing low-temperature processes for finding petroleum-based synthetic fibers of incredible strength and rigidity. And as she was assigned to finding the next generation of fibers that could withstand extreme conditions, Kwolek's work involved preparing intermediates, synthesizing aromatic polyamides of high molecular weight, distributing these polyamides in solvents, and spinning these solutions into fibers. Kwolek's work experimenting with polymers combined her love of fabrics and science. She soon became fascinated by polymers, which are multiple molecules strung together to form really long chains. Polymers can be made of natural or man-made materials. Stephanie grew fond of the polymer research and Dupont, and eventually, she abandoned her plans for medical school to become a lifetime chemist. Stephanie's research group moved to Wilmington, Delaware in 1950. In 1959, she won a publication award from the American Chemical Society, the first of many awards. The paper, The Nylon Rope Trick, demonstrated a way of producing nylon in a beaker at room temperature. It is still a common classroom experiment, and the process was extended to high molecular weight polyamides. In 1964, in anticipation of a gasoline shortage, Kwolek's group began searching for a lightweight yet strong fiber to replace the steel used in tires. While analyzing molecule chains at low temperatures, Kwolek observed how polyamide molecules line up to form liquid crystalline polymer solutions of exceptional strength and stiffness. Her laboratory work in aramides was conducted under the supervision of research fellow Paul W. Morgan, who calculated that the aramides would form stiff fibers owing to the presence of bulky benzene rings in their molecular chains, but that they would have to be prepared from solution because they melt only at very high temperatures. Kwolek determined the solvents and polymerization conditions suitable for producing polyM filling isophthalamide solvents, a compound that Dupont released in 1961. It was a flame-resistant fiber with the trade name Numec. She then extended her work to poly-P benzamide and poly-P terephthalamide, which she noted adopted highly regular, rod-like molecular arrangements in solution.
In the course of that work, I made a discovery. The results came back. It was very strong and very stiff, unlike anything we had made before.
This sort of cloudy solution was usually thrown away. Kwolek was denied the use of the spinnerets for her solution because it was thought the solution would clog the machine. However, Kwolek persuaded technician Charles Smollen, who ran the spinneret, to test her solution. She was amazed to find that the new fiber would not break when nylon typically would. From these two liquid crystal polymers, the first ever prepared, fibers were spun that displayed unprecedented stiffness and tensile strength. The innovative polymer polyphenylene terephthalamide was invented by Kwolek and released commercially under the name Kevlar. Kevlar is a material used in vast applications, such as aerospace engineering for the bodies of aircrafts, body armor, bulletproof vests, car brakes, and boats. Perfect for Wolverine and Deadpool suits, you'd think. Not only was it stronger than nylon, Kevlar was 5 times stronger than steel by weight. Both her supervisor and laboratory director understood the significance of her discovery, and a new field of polymer chemistry quickly arose. By 1971, modern Kevlar was introduced. Kwolek learned that the fibers could be made even stronger by heat treating them. Kwolek continued research of thermotropic Kevlar derivatives containing aliphatic and chlorine groups. In 1985, Kwolek and co-workers patented a method for preparing PBO and PBT polymers. Over her 40-year career, Kwolek would file a staggering 28 patents. In addition to Kevlar, he contributed to products such as spandex, aforementioned Nomex, and Captain. In 1995, she became the first woman to earn the company's Levoiza Medal for research in outstanding technical achievements, in persistent experimentalism, and the role model whose discovery of liquid crystalline polyamides led to Kevlar aramid fibers. As of August 2019, she was still the only female employee to have received that honor. In 1980, Kwolek received the Chemical Pioneer Award from the American Institute of Chemists and an award for creative invention from the American Chemical Society. In 1995, she became the 4th woman to be added to the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Kwolek won numerous awards for her work in polymer chemistry, including the National Medal of Technology, the IRI Achievement Award, and the Perkin Medal. In 2003, she was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. The Royal Society of Chemistry grants a biennial Stephanie Kwolek Award to recognize exceptional contributions to the area of materials chemistry from a scientist working outside the UK. Kwolek is featured as one of the Royal Society of Chemistry's 175 Faces of Chemistry. Because Dupont was at the cutting edge of polymer technology and innovation, Kwolek never outgrew the position and spent her entire career doing research at Dupont. In 1986, Kwolek retired as a research associate for Dupont. Towards the end of her life, she consulted for Dupont and served as both the National Research Council and the National Academy of Sciences. She often tutored students in chemistry. She also advised about numerous classroom demonstrations that are still used in schools today. Stephanie Kwolek never married, being too busy with her research and work, and she died at the age of 90 on June 18, 2014. Her funeral was at St. Joseph on the Brandywine. Kwolek was not much involved in the developing of practical solutions of Kevlar. Once senior Dupont managers were informed of the discovery, they immediately assigned a whole group to work on different aspects. Her discovery generated several $1 billion of revenue for Dupont, her employer at the time, but she never benefited directly from it. Kevlar is used in more than 200 applications, including tennis rackets, skis, parachute lines, boats, airplanes, ropes, cables, and bulletproof vests. It has been used for car tires, firefighter boots, hockey sticks, cut-resistant gloves, and armored cars. It has also been used for decorative building materials like bomb-proof materials, hurricane-safe rooms, and bridge reinforcements. During the week of Kwolek's death, the 1 millionth bullet-resistant vest made with Kevlar was sold. Today, Kevlar is used in many structural applications, and NDT plays an important role in determining the integrity of the structure. One of the methods used to inspect the integrity of structures made from Kevlar is CT. CT is commonly used in the inspection of metals. However, this method is now being used for composites. Kevlar has gone on to save lives as a lightweight body armor for police and the military, to convey messages across the ocean as protector of undersea optical fiber cable, to suspend bridges with super long ropes, and to be used in countless more applications, from protective clothing for athletes and scientists, to canoes, drumheads, and more. A whole new industry came from her creation of Kevlar. Mars spacesuits, check. It is also used even in the fiber optic cables that allow us all to browse the internet. Kevlar is even used in the fashion industry. Fibers are used in a variety of clothing, accessories, and equipment to help make them safer and more durable. While Kevlar is integral to the engineering of future wearables, it is intriguing to keep thinking about future needs in rapidly changing climate conditions, which is the primary goal of Red City. We focus on sustainable techniques in building future cities and explore ideas and people whose inventions make these ideas possible. But perhaps for now, maybe we can explore how to use Kevlar to design super suits, like for Wolverine and Deadpool. Someone make this available right now. If you like this video, don't forget to like, turn on post notifications, and of course, thank you so much for getting us to 100 subscribers. You can now get us to 1,000 subscribers and be one of 5 people to win our $50 giveaway. Kindly answer the question pinned in the comment section, and we will select correct answers from the comment section of every video till we get to 1,000 subscribers. We have a really fun event and giveaway planned after we get to 1,000 subscribers, so don't forget to turn on post notifications to stay updated. Also, if you would like to support this channel so we can keep making videos like this, feel free to check out any of the links in our description and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching!